All right, what are we training on tonight?
Mount, first sergeant.
Mount.
What does MOUT stand for?
Military operations in urban terrain, first sergeant.
A little scary when only one guy can rip it off that quickly. All right. So MOUT, basically CQC. All right. Now, obviously, we do a lot of training on this. I know a lot of you squads within 1st Platoon have been doing a lot of MOUT training and stuff over the last week in preparation for tonight. We also have, obviously, secondary school like UCS that we use to train on MOUT. How many of you guys, real quick, stand up for me that have been to UCS? All right. It's not bad. That number's getting bigger and fucking bigger. Next one's going to be fucking 2 weeks from now. So make sure you guys are ready. I know those classes fill up real quick, but more often than not, some asshat doesn't show up and doesn't say anything, and guys that are on the reserve list get in there. So don't give up hope just because you don't get on the initial class list. You can still get in there on reserves. Now, one of the things that we talk about in UCS are the 3 rules that I follow within an urban environment. So one of you guys that have been to UCS, tell me what rule number 1 is.
Sightlines.
First sergeant.
Using your sight lines, right? Number 1 thing we fight in an urban environment are sight lines, but it's also the biggest tool that we can use against the enemy. Okay, one of the best examples I have of this was actually Task Force Bravo's FTX last week. There was a situation where I was up in the nest on the gun truck, covering down a road, had a nice kill lane set up with the 50. A couple of guys got engaged from down the road, and what did they do? They popped fucking smoke and completely obscured my vision down that road. I could no longer do my job to overwatch that LDA while guys crossed. That's a prime example of not using your sight lines. There's only one real situation in which you need to pop smoke in an urban environment, and that is if you need to cross an LDA that is currently being engaged or being overwatched by the enemy. Okay, so if you need to get from the left side of the road over to the right side for whatever reason, and say there's a BTR down at the end of the road engaging or overwatching, deploy smoke, wait for it to plume, and run your ass across the street. Other than that, you have no real need to use smoke unless you're using it for signaling, in which case it's not going to be concealment smoke, it should be green smoke. Use your sight lines, right? Use the buildings that are there. Move behind cover. Everybody understand what I mean by using your sight lines?
Affirmed up.
All right. Rule number 2. Somebody tell me.
Where your eyes go, your
Look
weapon
down your
goes.
sights.
There you go. All right. Where your head goes, your weapon goes. What I mean is, when we're in a high threat environment, okay, meaning a part of town that hasn't been cleared by friendlies already, and we're going to move through there, everywhere we look, our weapon is going there too. All right, we're not going to free look around or shit like that. If we look a direction, our entire body looks that direction so that we can have our rifle pointed at any threat that presents itself. All right, in reality, it also helps you square up, so if you do get hit, it hits you right in the center of the plate, not in the side. So wherever your head goes, your weapon goes. Don't lose that little bit of time that it takes you to recenter your view and wheel your body around to wherever it is you just seen a threat. That split second that it takes to do that could be the difference between getting the first shot and not getting the first shot. As most everybody knows, the guy that gets the first shot off in combat wins. So wherever your head goes, your weapon goes. What's the 3rd and final rule?
Combat
That
base.
day.
Move ready to fight.
Combat base.
Move ready to fight. This happens way too much. Guys walk around in that high ready fucking posture, I guess. You guys don't know what I'm talking about. I'm going to give you a quick example here. All right. If I'm moving around like this, everybody see how my weapon is slightly down, not up in my shoulder?
From top.
Affirmed, first sergeant.
So for me to engage, I have to stop to raise my weapon and be able to engage. So if I see a threat, or if a threat starts engaging me, when someone's moving around in that pace, what's the first thing they do?
Stop.
They stop so they can return fire. When you are being engaged, remember, the guy gets the first shot off, wins. So if you're being engaged, if you stop, all you're doing is making the enemy's job easier for him. move ready to fight. Right? I asked the guys in 2nd Platoon this earlier today when they were doing their platoon training. For the same reason. How many of you guys have seen video or whatever of me operating in an urban environment?
Wow.
All right, decent amount of you, okay? Now, out of those guys that have seen helmet cam or whatever from me, when I'm moving in that combat pace, how often do you see me take rounds from a direction and I instantly spin and start returning fire while moving to cover?
Immediately.
Pretty much all the time, right? I'm able to do that because I'm moving in combat pace. Now, when I spin and return fire, I don't stop. I keep moving to cover. When I turn to return fire, it's not to directly engage the enemy per se. It is simply to suppress him, to give me a chance to get to the cover, fight to my cover, hopefully get his head down, and then I can start maneuvering on him from the cover. If I hit him, great, but I'm still going to maneuver on that position. Even if I know for damn sure that I dropped that shooter, I'm still going to get myself to cover and then maneuver on his previous position to clear it out. Now, once I have his position located, know exactly where he's at, once I start maneuvering, generally I'm going to tell whoever's operating with me, whether it be team, my HQ element, whatever, I'm going to tell those guys, all right, let's push online. Are you guys all heard me say that before, push online?
From top.
Okay. I want to make something crystal fucking clear. When someone says move online, they do not mean to move like this, directly at the enemy. Rule number 3, move ready to fight. If you're pushing into an enemy position, that's a high threat fucking area. You need to have your weapon up. The only time you push online is when you are pushing into a high threat area. That's why you're online. So make sure someone says push online, you get your fucking skirmish line set up, everybody's got their weapon up in their shoulder, ready to engage, and you move straight forward towards that previous position. That way nobody's out 10, 15 meters in front of the other guy. All right, same reason nobody walks into the center of a room off the entry wall when we breach a building, right? Everybody remember that? That's no man's land?
Yes.
All right. So, one more quick thing to go over here. When it comes to breaching and clearing rooms, right? We've all talked about this and trained on this and stuff all the goddamn time. But one of the big problems that we see are guys leaving their walls, cutting kitty corner across a room or shit like that. You have to stop doing that. The amount of times that I have seen blue on blue incidences happen simply because a guy stepped off of his wall would stagger you. All right. Way too often, the guys get plugged right in the back of the head because they step off their entry wall and move kitty corner across the room. And just as they do, a target pops out of a fucking window or a door or whatever. And somebody instinctively turns to engage, and boom, their buddy steps right in front of their rifle because they're moving diagonally across a room. You guys have to pay attention to that, right? The only time you ever push off of your wall is if you're going to push online through a room, which is something that we teach you guys to do in UCS. If you haven't been to UCS, you probably have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. Stick to your walls. Is everybody clear on that? And actually, one more last minute thing, I guess. Stop, for the love of fucking little baby 7-pound Jesus, playing whack-a-mole in goddamn doors. Okay? You pop a door, you pie it, and you see there's a shooter in there, engage and fall back. Use your fucking thrown munitions. Use your flashbangs, use your frags. Okay? If for some reason, say they're deep down a hallway or something like that, where you believe you cannot successfully get thrown munitions in a position to affect that shooter, find a secondary entry point. Find a back door. Go through a fucking window. Whatever. But don't just keep sticking your face in the doorway until there's 2 or 3 guys down in front of the door and finally somebody gets off a lucky shot and drops the son of a bitch. You have no other choice. Lead with a fucking frag. If it's not viable, find another entry point. All right? Anybody got any questions?
No, First Sergeant.
Negative top.
Negative first
Negative top.
Negative.
All right. Lieutenant Tell, anything you would like to touch on for these guys?
Thanks, Top. Well, you already hit on what I was going to hit on, but I'm just going to bring it up because it's a major fucking pet peeve of mine, guys. Do not go in there without throwing the hand munitions first if you know shit. There's enemies in there. If I see it tonight, you're going to get yelled at. Don't make me yell at you. I don't like doing it. That's all I got, Top.
It's a lie. He likes it a lot.
I like it. It's my fucking job to yell at you. All right. Captain? Is he here? No, he's
Still in
not.
the hangar.
Negative.
All right. Outstanding. And we'll grab him here in just a second. Stand by. All right. Let's see. One last thing I'll go over here real quick before we hear from Cap. You guys know I don't really have a assistant instructor in UCS. Those of you guys that have been to UCS, I don't really have an assistant instructor. I have one person that helps me out occasionally when he's able to, and that is Sergeant Salvatore. Now, the reason that Sergeant Salvatore helps me out when he's able to is he is one of the people that has as much, if not more, training than I do in an urban environment. One of the things that we were talking about last night is a technique that those of us in leadership especially do a lot. Sergeant Salvatore, where are you at? Stand up for me. There he is. Make sure you're on yelling. Go ahead and explain to these guys what UDA is.
Give me 1 second. All right, thank you. UDA stands for Observe, Orient, Decide, and Act. Observe the situation, orient yourself towards the enemy and your friendlies. Decide, what am I gonna do? What is my team leader or squad leader gonna do? So that means communication and act. Help get people killed or wounded. Thank
All
you,
right.
First Sergeant.
So, UDA, observe, orient, decide, act. All right, you guys remember us talking a little while back during one of these sand tables about making a bad decision is still better than making no decision? You guys remember that? All right, that's what UDA pretty much is about. All right, decide and act. Even if it's maybe the wrong decision in that situation, but you didn't see a better option, act on it. Don't just sit there. All right, when you sit still, you're stagnant. When you're stagnant, you're what?
Dead.
All right. Now, one of the things that I do need to kind of pass along to you guys, I know obviously that I have more experience in this than what most of you do. I am making
Actually,
a
I'm
conscious
flying
fucking effort
the
tonight
so-called said
to
enemy
not be up front
in tonight.
and be dragging you guys along, kicking and screaming by your fucking hair.
So this
I
black
want you
line
guys
is my
moving
flight plan.
at your own pace tonight. Do it safely.
And apparently I'm flight
Try to
leading as
move
well.
as quick as you can, but don't overextend yourselves. All right, you're not going to have me up front screaming at you, let's go, let's go, let's go, push, push, push. But I also do not want to see you guys sitting still, ever.
That button.
All right, unless you are 1-4 with those big old fucking machine guns set up covering one of the roads, I do not want to see you guys sitting still. You should constantly be moving. Aggression is the
doing
key in
LSLA
urban
stuff
combat.
at the moment, Maniac?
Don't let yourself stagnate. All right, everybody clear?
All
right. Doesn't look like Cap is going to add anything. I'm sure he'll bring something along to the debrief when it's time. All right, so does anybody have any questions before we fucking get this going?
Negative First Sergeant.
Negative.
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 All right. Everybody know what birds are getting in?
Affirm.
All right. Section leaders, get them loaded them up. Blood makes grass grow.
Very low in Black Hawk.
Give me 30 minutes, Top.
Stay close to me.
Then you'll be screaming at us.
Copy.
I don't know what bird we're going.
All right, boys, we are
Let's
going
say
in the
35.
southwestern bird. Remember that.
Sergeant,
Let's move.
Sergeant, where we going?
Which bird?
Sergeant, where we going?
Southwest of the ramp.
Try the castle.
Southwest of the ramp.
Yeah, far south.
We're on the.
LT, which bird am I in?
Ring
road.
You're in the furthest shit. Are we going to go
Roger.
condition 1?
2 extra like this.
We're clear to lock mode.
I'll check, hold on.
I'm scared.
Are we clear to lock mode?
Stand by.
Roger.
We are checking currently. Over.
Oh, you know.
Hey, you found it.
1-4, there's 1-3.
Say again?
Watch your head,
1-4, 1-3,
boys.
we'll take the right side of the bird if you guys want the left.
Who's already in?
Right hand side of the bird.
Question aboard.
Yep.
Permission to lock block.
1-3 out.
Yes. Permission granted.
again?
Lock a load.
Okay, correction. Near bird.
Route copies.
Lock, lock and load.
Go ahead.
So go ahead and come back here.
Got it.
Back of the
1-3-1-4.
We're gonna do that.
Got an answer on that yet,
actually?
Do you want the guns? You want my boys to take them?
We'll take them.
This is Thunder. We are checking frequency. Frequency 63.1 over.
Krasuski, up to the back.
One of the TLs hop on
Sound
the
off
door
when you
guns.
let me
I'll
know.
hop on
Yeah, load up.
Yeah, you guys are clear to load.
Phoenix too heavy.
Have him leave us the ramp.
76, go ahead.
Did we get any confirmation
Roger.
on condition 1?
Yeah, I'm checking that now.
This is Thunder 6-2. Rail check on
you're in.
air to air. Over.
Oh, nice.
You guys try the 5 on air. Tico, go ahead and pull your map open.
Got it. Looks alright.
Why does it want moved?
Alrighty, so by map, sorry, scratch map, pull your tablet
Load up if you haven't already.
Got it.
7, send it.
Everyone in?
Okay, Lead Chinook, you're going to be taking a new
Alright,
LZ
you're
marker.
on.
I'm going to put down with a new timestamp.
Bravo on.
Copied
1007 is yours.
Rog, copied.
The mark online with that to the south is the second Chinook. That's just a rough mark. So
Yep, hold on.
Your Chinooks
I did not mean-
line vertically with another oriented north to south.
Dagger.
And then I'm going to come outside of you guys to the east because I don't have regular infantry with me.
Interrogating my, running you
For
guys in there.
clarification
Am I gonna
purposes,
hold
you
back
want
and
the
scramble?
first Chinook on the eastern 0.
2 guys out here.
One guy still left out here. First Chinook
Go,
is
Krasinski.
1007.
Either
Second
way,
Chinook
I'm
is
taxiing
going
right
south
now
of him,
into,
directly in
Warlord.
line. I'll be out to the east. Black Hawk will be east.
Copy.
Bloody hell, I've got top on
Great
board.
with
ground under 67, frequency
Yep.
75.
Doesn't matter.
We'll get a fucking wild weasel over our fucking
This is 1-3,
LZ.
we're all
I'm in now.
And we're loaded.
It wasn't this
One's
giving me the
all loaded.
option.
This is 1-4, wait one.
Are you in?
Earplug checking bird.
Posted to go.
Arch is in.
Thunder clear. Dagger.
Sal, you in?
All teams check in.
Send it.
Solid copy.
Greywood Air Base.
Happy
Phoenix
advised,
flight gonna be
Commander
spooling
requesting
at
you lift off first before we head
helicopter
off,
parking.
and
Top of the
requesting
LZ.
1 type of wild breeze all
And
over the
escort us
LZ.
in, so it may be a second before we spool up here. Over.
Hold your spool. We're not cleared yet.
Roger.
1-7, this is 1-4.
How's it going, Seascape?
Are we echelon right or left today?
We'll go left.
Who's across from me here with this 240?
O'Connor.
Greywood
Connor, you better have that thing ready to put in work if we got a hot LZ.
1-7 for pattern departure to the
Just
south.
correction on that. We'll be making mostly left turns, so we won't want to be echelon left because then we'll be cutting across the turns. Probably going to want to be right and then fall into our formation for landing.
Copy, I'll settle right.
Rog.
How about that local sports team?
Dagger Phoenix on.
God damn it.
Everybody hang tight for a minute. Thunder's gonna lift and he's gonna give us a weasel over the fucking LZ so we don't get our asses shot out of the air.
Be advised, Thunder's lifting first. They're gonna check over the LZ and then make sure we're not gonna get shot.
Thunder's rolling on runway 17, Thunder.
Also, if one of you assholes fart in this goddamn tin can, I will throw you out the back door.
Hey, there's a big hole for ventilation right in the center.
I will ventilate you out of it.
I should have said that 30 seconds ago.
I'll copy my last dagger.
Greywood Tower,
Pull
Thunder
'em up.
6-2, turning left, crosswind, runway 17, over.
Pheonix flight, this is Dagon's on the air ground. You're free to spool up. Alright, last chance. Anybody not want to go?
Fuck that.
Lancer.
Let's rock it.
Lancer flight's
Go.
gonna be spooled.
Did somebody say rocket?
No, I said
Oh,
let's
no.
rock it.
2 spool.
Calm down.
Rock.
Space it.
Pronunciation is not a strong suit.
I shoot rockets.
Greywood ground, Thunder 6-2,
Question, Top.
clearing airspace, transition
Yeah.
set,
You said that Thunder's going to be giving us Weasel over the LZ. What does Weasel mean?
He's gonna fly real fucking low and try and get things to shoot at him so they don't shoot at us.
Copy that.
If you guys need the pilot, I'm gonna be on crew.
2's ready.
1 ready. You guys find a lift. Gonna be lifting. Gonna transition out to the runway and then we'll go from there.
Pilot, you got me up front there?
I got you, Top.
I'm starting.
Alright, Roger. Make sure you give me a 30-second call.
Yeah, Rog.
We're not that high, you'll be okay. Falling off towers taller. You're good. Jump out.
We'll lift straight from here and we'll go straight out.
Greywood
Greywood.
traffic, show Pheonix flight tank active.
Let's make our speed 120. Hide at your discretion.
120.
I think we should have divvied up the choppers a little bit better. 4 out of the 6 mics are on this one chopper.
Diplomatic is all it can be.
1 set 120.
We're literally riding into the sunset.
3 set.
Alpha's on comms 30.
2's off your right.
Or is that sunrise?
Rog, let's bring it up. Make it 180 slowly.
Pull out my watch.
Phoenix flies is Thunder.
I don't remember how to pull out
Air,
my watch.
It's 10:13.
Alright, that is Raz.
Thunder Pheonix send.
Be advised,
left turn.
LZ looks clear from my point of view.
Rog,
Speed check.
we're just coming out of Gravia now. I'm 177 and climbing to 180.
Roger, Greywood.
Establish 180.
There's that river we swam across a couple weeks ago.
I contracted gonorrhea.
You've had that long before the river.
Yeah, don't blame nature for your sexual problems.
Somewhat turbulent air, so I'm gonna stay off your right a little farther.
Rog,
Thunder.
I'm a little high coming back to 180.
Summer Thunder.
We should probably drop our altitude down to just above treetops to avoid any AA.
We requested 1 Tesla.
Rog, copy, we're going to be coming down.
now.
Roger, be advised the LZ looks clear, I think is what you're asking.
Hey, for a minute, Raga, did you fly over it?
Roger that, it's cleared.
You just hit a bird.
10 points.
Dang it, I thought it was more.
I wonder what minced bird is like.
Not good.
I just wonder why the gunners let the bird get so close.
That's
He wasn't worth 762.
ROE didn't fire on me first.
If I see a hostile bunny rabbit, I'm gonna light that shit up. I'm out of holy hand grenades.
if an enemy chopper came at us, you would just let it run into us if it didn't shoot?
All elements 3-1, be advised.
Thing is, I'm not in, we're not in a conventional war with Japan. Yeah,
over.
Probably.
Roger, 7-0.
Boo.
One 3 copies.
Dagger, he didn't take any locks or anything.
Fucking Thunder did their flyby and they didn't attract any attention.
Alright, Roger.
So LZ's clear for now.
Be advised, Thunder did their flyby, didn't attract any attention. So looks like
Now they just know we're coming.
Be advised, Thunder did a flyby for the Weasel.
Alright, get
Nothing
him into a
engaged
fucking
in it,
orbit
so
and
looks
start
like
feeding
LZ
fucking
might be
information.
clear. I wouldn't completely rely on that though, so stay frosty.
I really want to try and cut down the trade with this fucking gun.
LZ Bravo or LZ
Let me get you an answer. We're landing at LZ Alpha or Bravo.
Go for 1-3.
This bird's landing at Alpha.
Alpha, do you know?
Speed check.
I think.
182.
I heard something about Alpha.
LZ Alpha.
1-3 copies. 285 from LZ over.
LZ Alpha. It's going to put us about maybe just under 2.
Alright, we're going to be in the front of the line for once. As soon as we land, we're going to take the platoon out. We're going to be moving out at bearing 285. Alpha, I want you to take the lead.
We're going to be taking.
We're gonna be taking the platoon out. We're gonna be heading bearing 285 from LZ.
Alpha.
Correction, we'll be taking.
My copy.
Break, just stand by.
285.
Alright, we'll be taking the platoon out. Alpha's gonna be leading. We'll be heading bearing 285.
Okay, roger that.
Copy to it.
I don't know who keeps keying up the mic, but, you know, fucking stop that shit. My radios are fucked enough as it is.
Left turn coming up.
Again.
3 copies.
There he is.
Come to the rice fields, motherfucker.
We'll deal with it later. Just do the best you can.
I've sped to 200, bringing it back 180.
Copy, I'm gonna hold 180.
Is that the LZ up ahead? Negative.
Yeah, we're still like 3.5 clicks out.
Yeah, we're about. Yeah, about that.
Yeah, so we're just gonna
Top, you've got about 1 mic.
Roger, 1
Actually,
minute.
almost 4 clicks out.
Halfway there.
Actually, disregard that, it's probably going to be less.
Just convoyed.
One's going to start slow in about,
Pilot, when
about
you give
3
me the
clicks.
30-second call, I need you to get this ramp down.
Yep, Rog. We're going to be 30 seconds.
Roger, 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
Alright, 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
30 seconds.
Copy, 30.
Yep.
Phoenix flights. Thunder, be advised. I saw an enemy Shulka in the town.
Oh,
When
now you
guys are
tell
low
us.
enough where it doesn't, so it doesn't see you.
Affirm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring it down as low as you can, Rose.
Copy, thanks, Thunder.
We just had another bird. What are the gunners doing?
He'll need a reinforcement.
Engagement now.
You mean a reinsert?
Birds are crashing into us.
Negative. They want us to call them reinforcements now.
Alright, lock it up.
LZ straight off our nose,
I
about
don't
10
know.
seconds. Visual LZ.
this LZ's not good, we can push off.
No, this one's good. On the deck.
Alright, let's get it on.
Alright, Alpha, get it.
One's on the deck.
2-0 unload.
Three's on the deck. 3 is unloaded. 3's lifting back out.
2's empty.
One's still got one on board. I'm going to be lifting though.
If he doesn't get out, just go.
Actual, I'm on you.
Speed's 140 climbing. We'll push full speed RTB.
Rog, I'll take 3 on the way back.
Make this right turn a little more aggressive. Speed's 215 and climbing. Two 70.
I'm back on Pat.
Dagger, Thunder.
Go for Dagger.
Be advised, I spot a few things out so far. In the town of Roche, there is pretty much a roadblock or checkpoints to every road inside the city. There's a shilka inside the city that's hold down next to some barns, and I have a mortar pit marked as well, 3 times tubes.
Bring him settled up your left side.
Show right turn coming up. Speed's 275.
Standard, solid copy. Barricades up in the town. 1 time shotgun hold down and a mortar tube replacement.
Roger. There's also a BTR 80 with autocannon. A few BTRs.
2, I'm going to keep off to your right side.
Gun trucks.
Copy.
Break.
Want to get back on the
northeast
flight
side
plan
of
and
town,
just
there
follow the
is
line
like
back?
a construction complex as well
Yeah,
as like an enemy barracks and
One, be advised, we're
like
not
oil
quite as fast
refinery
as
or
you.
something. It's very occupied.
I can't hear you due to Thunder talking.
Roger.
Yes, there's infantry spots open at the moment, but you've got to
Also
actually be
additional,
trained to
I am ready
join
for a
this
check
unit.
whenever you are.
Roger that. Stand by for now.
Roger.
Sorry if that came through a bit ago, Mason. I'm just sort of making sure I don't crash the first sergeant.
Dagger Thunder 70. Dagger Thunder.
Go for Dagger.
Be advised, you have an enemy squad in a gas gun truck heading to your LZ now.
Be advised, MSRs and ASRs are marked at this time. If you could use
If you go to
for that gun truck.
506ir.net/about-join, that'll give you all the information. you
Roger,
need.
they're pushing east from MSR Black.
Solid copy.
Thunder's above us.
I say about 1 mic until the enemy or the friendly platoon gets in contact with the infantry, which is followed up by the gun truck.
Alright, ring, I'll bring the speed up a little bit. Let's climb it up to like 250.
Of 3.
Roger.
Approaching from the east. Retake east.
Send it.
Interlog, what's the location of that guy's time now?
Stand by.
Set 250.
The MSR ASR is not marked. It's just northeast of the 493 mark on the map. The highway 493. We'll be approaching the airbase. At that crossroad. It's 5-1.
So, copy the crossroad between MSR Block and Highway 493.
Roger.
Graywood show.
Be advised, your furthermost northern elements out in the open right now. They could be engaged
Signal-
here in a
oh,
minute.
hang on.
But they're pretty far away still.
Mr. Hardman, how's it going?
Slide.
Roger, last thunder.
Roger.
Be advised, the enemy squad and the Gaz, they push south onto that main MSR to paved highway at 493.
So, copy guys and squad moved on to MSR Gold.
Yep, they got in there alright, we didn't take fire, so...
5-1, which end of the airfield are you at? Graywood show, Blackhawk clear active.
It's the 01 River.
5-1, are you in the hangar?
Short final. Airbase Graywood, Phoenix, heavy flight, short final, runway 3 up.
They're still pushing east. Be advised, at some point they're probably gonna pop up behind you guys.
Roger, are they in the woods?
Yep, that looks like the website, Mason.
They're still in the MSR heading east, pretty much at the LZ. I think they're investigating the LZ.
Graywood show, Phoenix light on the next point down.
Roger, you confirm that they're actually on the LZ?
Stand by 1.
Also requesting if you can try to find a general direction from our location. That'd also help a lot.
Roger, to your southeast, more than likely.
2's clear of the active.
Graywood traffic, Phoenix heavy flight clear the active.
They are going to be at grid reference 197, break 723, just south of that LZ at the MSR crossroad.
Roger that. Crossroad there between that ASR and that MSR Gold.
Yep, also be advised the oil area that you're heading to right now, the oil refinery, it's very bunkered up, heavy concrete bunkers and a bunch of them. In support of the bunkers, there is also watchtowers. I see a BTR-80 in there, a few gas trucks. Break.
Stock copy, gas refinery is heavily bunkered.
Roger, the main thing is that BTR-80 with autocannon.
Stock copy, be advised, you can contact at the time.
They have called Jesse.
The enemy's behind you, just reached the LZ.
Roger, GAC. Is that the LZ?
Greenwood traffic, 10 flat on the decks pulling down. Greenwood.
Fusion former customary checks. Middle ground.
Lima, Charlie.
Greenwood traffic, show Pheonix light spooling, Mike 1, gonna be taxiing to grab resupply box.
Uh, 1-1, can I confirm, did I hear you say you've got reinforcements?
WTR-80 is still stationary, hasn't reacting.
Negative,
yet.
I'm getting a resupply box. The guy who was calling on 5-1 didn't end up doing anything. I guess he got moved.
We scrambled.
I believe so.
Well, in that case, I'm gonna...
Greenwood traffic, show
park
1-1 looking.
here and then run in the control tower and use the bathroom.
Okay.
I will be right back.
BTR-80 is moving to the entrance of the oil refinery.
Roger, PTR, on the move.
Greenwood traffic, show Pheonix 1-1 taxiing across Mike 1 with a resupply crate sling loaded. Greenwood traffic, show Pheonix 1-1 on the decks pulling down.
Actual, do you have the walk with you right now?
Yep.
Thunderdagger.
Send it.
Interrogate, what's the status?
Are we on scramble?
It looks like it's repositioning. It's pushing towards the gate now.
Or not. There.
Solid copy.
Yeah, he
It
went
looks
to
like
have a
it's
leak
blocked
in the
by that
control
yellow
tower.
Smoke, and it's readjusting. It's going back into the.
So, what do you guys want to do? What do you and Chief Ringers want to do? What's your ideal mission for the night?
I'm fine with anything.
Whatever you need me to do.
Yeah, be
Oh,
advised.
come on, what do you want to do?
Repositioning to the south
What's your
side of the cop
preference?
at the
What do you
entrance of
wanna
it.
do? I don't have any. I don't want to be
Solid
involved.
copy, BTR, moving south side entrance.
I'm just biding my time. I have no desire to do anything tonight. Like, specifically, I'm happy with everything. I like flying every single thing we have.
We have a little bird with ligers on it. I'm more than happy to sit in the camera and look around if someone wants to fly it.
Chief Ringers, what's your ideal mission? You gotta let me know what you want to do so I can put you in the spot where you'll be happy.
It doesn't really worry me, LT.
Okay, alright, then, you and Captain Warren take the Apache.
Okay.
Rog, I'll go grab eye heads.
Are you? Okay, never mind.
Then, I don't know. Start with quad here and see.
BTR's pushing back to you now.
You're on base, unload the weapon.
Ground data, Roger. They're heading north.
Roger. It pulled up a little bit. Once you guys start getting into the compound, it's going to light them up.
Ring, you want to take the one with a normal amount of Hellfires and some Hydras, or do you want to take one with a shit ton of Hellfires?
We'll take the ones with the Ligers on it.
Yep. Are you flying?
Interrogative. How far to the north is
I'm
it?
happy to fly.
Okay, I'll go.
Be advised, it's here. It's
Your
south
radio. Yeah,
southwest
your
of the task
radio should be
force,
set up.
deeper in the compound.
Yeah, let me find my check-in.
150 meters.
I can get.
It's just south of that yellow smoke that's pluming in the middle of the refinery.
I'm unprepared at the moment.
I can do your check-in if you like.
Thunder.
I know, I got it. I like doing the check-in.
Roger, it's hit. It's cooking. You're good.
Let's see. Every Warlord on air to ground.
Yeah, that'll do.
They don't want to. Let's see, what are we rocking tonight? We got a full load on the gun.
Warlord going to be spooling at helicopter parking.
You want to hold to the south of them?
Yep, that sounds like a good idea.
Alright. Hold off about.
They're pushing south, aren't they?
Are they pushing south or are they pushing west? Let me look at the map. I think, well, they're kind of pushing southwest. So we hold down to the south. I don't want to shoot back towards them though. We can.
If we just hold out to the east.
Okay.
That'll probably work.
Yeah, we'll hold about 5 clicks to the east. We'll load on the gun.
Be advised that enemy infantry that was in the LZ is here southeast, just
We got
pond. You guys passed.
14 Ligers.
Greywood Warlord's going to be lifting straight out past to the east. Greywood.
More like direct
Greywood.
south of the pond, in the open.
They're coming towards the plant.
Well, November.
Yeah, Roger. They're going to be coming from the southeast corner of the plant.
14 Ligers.
They might be consolidating with the construction site to your south.
Guess my MFDs don't work up here. That's cool. Oh, there they go. Now they're working.
I was going to say, I thought they worked.
So our board code is going to be scrubbed.
Yep, that's fine.
What do you want our playtime to be? You want to do 0 plus 90 or 0 plus 120?
Go 120. We still haven't fixed the fuel in this.
I like to do 90 because then we get to go back in an hour and a half regardless of fuel.
Okay, do 90 then.
Alright, that's fine with me. We'll just check in with about 95% fuel.
Well, if we get shot down, you've got all the instruments up there. So I'm just your pilot, you're the spy, I'm the pilot.
Pheonix, this is Dagger, radio check.
So I don't have, my MFDs are only giving me a camera. I have no ADI, anything like that.
Did you say Pheonix?
Airframe, I just want to test the range of this and see if they can actually hear me on base.
I don't know how to fix that, unfortunately.
Oh well, that's fine. I can guess it. Let's see. We're about...
Any station at airbase, radio check.
I don't think it can reach you if they were to transmit to you. I think they can hear you.
Dagger, Warlord on Underground.
Solid copy, just testing if you guys can actually hear me in case I have to scramble you guys.
We can hear you. We're about halfway between you and the airbase.
Oh, solid copy, I wasn't aware that you already were up.
Affirm, and we're ready for a check-in whenever you are.
Roger.
Warlord's uniform, go ahead, we're checking.
Dagger uniform on air to ground, sounding on to frequency air to ground. On the flight of 1x H64 Echo Apache, currently 5.5 clicks to your south-southeast. Weapons rating full load on the gun. 4 Kilo Hellfires, 4 Lima Hellfires, 14 Ligers, 2 Sidewinders. Fuel tanks reading 95% and bleeding. Playtime 0 plus 90. The
Yes,
board code
we are
is
running
laser code if you
scramble
want it.
frequencies
Squad
as
1.
well.
And I'm on station ready for your work.
Warlord uniform, copy 5.5 to our southeast, full on guns, 4 Kilos, 4 Limas, 14 Ligers, 2 A9 Sidewinders, 0 plus 90, abort code of Scrub.
Dagger, Warlord, read that correct?
Copy, Warlord.
Yeah.
We'll stand by for your work.
Certain concerns, yes.
Uniform, this is
I
Thunder.
won't go
How's it
into it on
whenever you're ready.
stream.
See, they're about a big 355 from us.
Roger that. Uniform, this is Thunder
Yeah,
625,
Roger.
1x810, Charlie Warhog, currently
I had
6
to tell
kilometers
me
to
we've
your
got
east
2
at
vehicles
Angels
down
10.
there.
Weapon systems
and
reading
something
have full load in the
I
gun.
got
14 times
with a
Liger
radar
rockets that are
down there.
HE. 14 times Liger rockets that are heat. 7
Oh,
Hydra 70
shit,
rockets.
that's probably the
3 times
Shilka.
GBU 12s.
That's probably that
4
Shilka.
times GBU 39
He's not
small
spiking
diameters.
us yet, so...
And
No,
2 times
but I'm
AIM
just
9
gonna
Sidewinder.
go
Fuel
out a
systems
bit
reading
further,
at 8%
just to
and
be
bleeding
safe.
with playtime of 0
That's fine.
plus
Get
90
where you're
mics.
comfortable.
I am sound laser capable. Abort code is wave off. Over.
Thunder uniform, sorry, I'm gonna need you to repeat.
I'll set at Angels 5.
Correction, from your 14 heats.
Roger
Unless
that.
you want me to go
14
high.
Liger heats. 7 times Hydra
Oh no,
70s.
you're good here.
3 times GBU 12s. 4 times GBU 39 small diameters. And 2 times AIM 9 Sidewinder.
Thunder uniform, copy you, 1 times 810, 10 to our east at Angels 10, or correction, 6 to our east at Angels 10, 4 on guns, 3 times GBU 12, 4 times GBU 39 small diameter, 14 heat, HE, 14 heat, 7 Hydra, 2
They look like they're at the
7 0
gas plant at
plus,
the moment.
1 0,
Again?
correction, 0 plus
They look
90,
like they're already at the gas
and
plant.
abort code, wave off.
Roger that. Good readback.
Yeah, they're already there.
Alright, I'm gonna start coming around to the left.
Dagger Warlord.
Go for Dagger.
Dagger Warlord, just let us know what you want us to do up here.
Great with traffic, Lancer 1-1 lifting and departing directs
Are
to
you
the
guys
northeast.
just gonna hang out up there?
Yeah, affirm if you need us. Break. Do you tally that gas on the MSR to your break?
I've got something down there on IHADS.
The direct south towards RP1.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
hang on, I'm
Thunder
trying to
called
look
out
back
earlier. It's at the checkpoint at Highway 493 at the entrance to the city.
No, I don't spot one out there. Hang on.
Interrogative. What's the location of this mortar pit?
Mortar pits.
Stand by
There's
1.
mortar pits?
We're about to get the cords for them.
Mortar pit is marked at grid reference 173, break 716, in the middle of Roche.
Say again, grid.
173, break 716.
I take it you haven't got any weather issues at here?
Nope, you're good.
Alright, I'm gonna see if I can bring it out just a little bit more so I can bring my orbit a bit bigger.
Okay.
Thunder's uniform, can you give us a keypad reference in that grid?
Roger that, between 5 and 4.
Sorry, copy that.
So is that 4.5?
Yeah, somewhere in there. Or 4 and like 3/4, really.
And Dagger Warlord on 7. Correction, Edgar.
Oh, that's active.
Yep, that's what I was just about to call up.
Well, we're at Angels 5.5, so.
Yeah. I hate not having a marker, man.
Is that out to the south? Well, you can use your laser to get a rough grid.
Yeah.
Dagger, you copy on air to ground?
Is that out in the field
Dagger,
to the south?
I'm looking.
Go ahead, Warlord. I was making sure they can hear me.
Dagger Warlord.
Go for there.
Be advised, we just picked up a radar contact he's seeking. Try and find him now.
Oh, be advised, there's a Shilka.
Solid copy.
I marked it on Blue Force.
Left, keep going left.
Need to push out my radar again, but I think I reset my controls.
Give me a second, I will...
It's marked 1016.
Oh, there you go.
Out.
Oh, of course.
Did you say hold course?
No, I zoomed in on the camera.
As soon as you lose gun authority, tell me and I'll bring them
If
a
you need
loop
me
around.
laser, just let me know.
I'm getting towards the end of my azimuth.
Roger, I'll start bringing around.
Yeah, Thunder, can you give me a laser?
Blaze hot. I have it a little bit past it.
Need to find a way to push out my radar.
Oh, stand by. Wasn't pod.
You should still be able to see his laser in towers though.
Roger, it's in the HESCOs, just between us and the laser.
Do you see the field probably 50 meters to the south-southwest, I'm guessing it is?
Yep.
Has that got 2 vehicles inside it?
To the south-southwest.
Thunder uniform.
Send it.
No, your laser went too far.
Can you
Bring
get
it
us
back.
an EDA on the mortar pit?
Bring it
South
back,
Dimension
bring it
going out
back,
time
keep coming. Oh, wait on, I can see your...
Roger, stand by.
What?
Where you're
I'm
camp-
not. Hey, Firm, there's a gas down there at a checkpoint, but nothing in the fields.
No, so keep going to your top right. Sorry, top left. I meant top left. Keep going. Two Hinds in the soccer fields.
Right where my laser is?
Yep, just there.
Yeah, it looks like just a gas in the checkpoint.
Yeah, but we've also got those two Hinds in the paddock as well.
Yep. Again, BDA.
Have we called those up?
Be advised, I haven't seen any landing. They still look like they're up.
173, 71.
Thunder, confirm your grid
They're
again.
marked
for
on
the mortar
C-tab
pit.
1051.
Okay. 1051. Yeah.
Stand by, let me make sure it's correct in the first place. I'm pretty sure it is. Hold on.
Thunder, Dagger, stand by for 9 then.
Stand by.
Type 2 control 123 NA elevation 40 meters. 1 times mortar pit located at grid 173 break 716. No mark. Friendly is approximately 2 kilometers to the northeast. US will be yours. Requesting 1 times STB.
Is that what you're lasing at the moment? Or what that laser is at the moment?
The laser at the moment is at Shilka.
Oh, okay. Oh, so
Yeah.
you better kill your laser.
One more time.
Type
In
2
case Thunder
control
wants to use
123 NA.
Yeah, mine's
40 meters. 1
I'm gonna
times
see-
mortar pit located grid 173 716.
I'm gonna go ahead and get permission to take out that.
2 kilometers northeast. Egress
Yep,
will be yours.
before he comes
Requesting
in.
1 times STB.
Can you hold me still and bring me back
Roger
right?
that. Read back. Type 2 control 123
Because I'm
NA.
about to lose it.
40 meters to the elevation. 1 times mortar pit at 173 break 176. Friendlies are to the northeast. Requesting 1 times small diameter.
Feedback is correct. Continue. Remarks will be if that STB doesn't work, hit him with another one. I shall leave the count to you.
Roger that. Inbound from the east.
Dagger, Warlord on
Copy, call tally. Go for Dagger.
Dagger, before we send Thunder in, can I take out the Shilka?
Interrogator, where's the Chalka?
He is grid 173716, keep pad 4.5.
Say again, good.
174.
174? 174716.
Copy, approximately 1 grid away from that mortar pit.
Affirm. Can you bring me, keep bringing me back this way.
Dagger, this is Lancer. Stand by for check-in when ready.
Lancer, stand by for now.
Thunder Warlord, are you going to be using the lace?
Negative. I just turned it off right now.
Copy, I'm going hot.
His radar's active again.
Yep, I'm going to need you to kind of hold me still. And...
Thunder, Dagger, interrogative. What's your status?
Hang on, I'll come out.
Weighing on the Shilka to die.
No, just keep me here and bring me left just a little bit.
Copy, stand by.
There we go. Hold me here, we got time. I'm ready to go on that Shilka Dagger. Warlord.
Stand by, trying to get confirmation.
The moment he moves, we're defensive. I'm going to say that so we can shoot it. And he's scanned the dagger.
He what, sorry?
If I'm just ended up waiting for reply.
Do you want me to still hold here, or am I
Warlord
fine
there,
to continue orbit?
playback. Second for Warlord.
Interrogative, what's the civilian building presence around that Shalka?
He is currently outside of town, surrounded by Hescos. The nearest building is a single barn and a single car shed. No houses, no churches.
Solid copy, Warlord. Outside of town, surrounded by Hesco barriers, closest building is a barn shed and car shed.
Sure.
Warlord, this is Dagger. You're cleared up.
Copy, rifle. Maybe she's tracking.
Thunder's gonna be inbound for that mortar pit.
Solid copy, Thunder, you're cleared up.
Flash and cook. Nice shooting,
100
dude.
over 100.
Solid copy, good work.
And Thunder, I'm laser cold. Mortar pit's all yours. Alright. You can get back out there.
Rudge.
I hit that thing right on the radar dish.
That was nearly a dead center shot. That was bloody good. Suppose there's a reason you were a deco commander, wasn't it?
Just a little bit of time. And Dagger Warlord. Probably busy at the moment.
Go for Dagger.
Dagger Warlord, Thunder's probably already told you, but there are 2 hips in the soccer field. I don't know if he's called those up yet or not. Stand by for grid.
173 713.
Thunder, pickle.
Roger, pickle.
Beat.
I thought he was firing SDB.
Be advised, my weapons are malfunctioning a little bit.
Could you describe the malfunction?
Unable to lock onto the laser.
Solid copy.
I dumb dropped instead, but it should hit its mark.
And Dagger, the grid on those hips are 173713.
Splash.
I just gave him a lot of information.
Our contact grid 173713 for those hips.
Hey, bro. And that's going to be about keypad 4.
Dead center of town.
Be advised, I got a splash. I can confirm one more tube is dead. I still see one up. Can't see a third.
Go ahead and write the kill countdown. Yeah, not a gun arc, but we're good. We'll bring it back in.
I'll bring her in.
Thunder, this is Dagger. Repeat last 9 line. Ordnance will be yours.
Roger, come in with Liger Rocket.
Solid copy. Call tally.
This is still on 5-1. Can anyone read me?
Tally.
Clear that.
Got you 5x5 on 5-1. We'll be there shortly.
Roger. Rifle.
Lancer, I think Dagger may have forgotten about you.
Graywood traffic. Show Lancer inbound. Yeah, that's cool. We left.
Good shit, Thunder, good shit.
They were alive before it hit, but then they died mysteriously.
Chalk it up as a win.
Roger. Dagger, late splash, but it happened. They're dead.
Dagger copies.
And Dagger Warlord.
Stand by.
I'll be getting you out there.
Passing my laser out to the southeast.
Say again.
Might be getting yelled at because he just dropped ordnance inside of the town. Grid 1737.
It's not, honestly, it's not like we're using Lancer where it's a non-precision platform.
Yeah.
You've got two very well trained precision platforms up here at the moment. Not a whole lot to worry about.
We can go through. We can squeeze any liger in between any of these buildings and not cause any damage.
Go for there.
Be advised, my issue is resolved.
Do you see the tree line right at the hip near the houses?
Havoc 4 will be sending out a fire mission.
Give me a direction.
Where the hips are? In the soccer field? Right hand side on your camera.
Thunder.
The tree line.
Where is he calling
I'm getting something on the road at the end of that tree line.
It's a roadblock.
No, it's not the UAZ.
No, not the
it's
UAZ?
more to the right. About there, where your laser is.
There you go.
It just, scratch that, shift it more to the right.
To the right?
Yep, keep going, and down a bit. Somewhere around that area.
Thunder Dagger.
Send it.
Interrogative.
Oh, it's probably picking up,
on the
probably
soccer
still
field,
picking up the cooked off.
That's Shilka.
Shilka.
Be advised, there are 2 soccer fields, one north, one south. They're on the northern one. They're just in the middle of the field, out in the open.
Soccer, middle of the field, out in the open.
Do you see any infantry around them?
No buildings should be at risk.
Oh.
Soccer, they have Havoc 4 sending out fire mission. We'll make sure to hit the northern one. We'll string it across the soccer field.
There's not much infantry other than the roadblocks in that large building.
Dagger,
I see one guy.
I expect a lot of it is going to be a lot inside the buildings today.
Yeah.
Copy, won't have reinforcement.
Oh, thanks, Timid.
Well, did you find the other 2?
Yeah, I'm running out of gun arc also.
Roger's coming around.
Thunder, uniform.
Send it.
Okay, good
BDA
copy.
on hit is 25 seconds, requesting BDA.
Great with traffic.
Roger, I'm
Show
watching.
Pheonix flight. Spooling Mike 1 taxiing across Mike 1.
Pheonix is Dagger, 170.
Flash on 1.
Daggers in traffic.
Be advised, you're clear to bring in 1 times reinforcement. It'll be east of RP3 at the intersection of MSR Black and RP3 ASR.
Uniform, Thunder.
Yeah, good copy, Dagger. I'm tracking RP3 intersection between Black and RP3 SR.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, firm. I'll leave the rest up to you.
Thunder, you're going through BDA.
The only time I really used the
helicopter is
iHads.
dead, the other is still up.
Copy 1, correction 50%. Can you advise on the location of the second one?
Roger, they need to push the impact about 10 to 15 meters to the east.
Copy 10 to 15 meters to the east. Can you confirm to grid 173713 keypad 5?
Roger, that looks good to me, uniform.
Copy, we'll repeat onto that.
Thunder Daggers.
Send it.
Interroga, what's the BDA of that mortar pit? Sorry, this is a little late, but...
Mortar pit's dead.
You got visual on that green
all
smoke?
tubes inoperable.
Yeah, I got visual. That's friendlies.
Stand by, I can confirm, 1 second.
And Dagger, Warlord tallies green smoke.
Yeah, well, tell them to hurry up.
Roger that.
think you might lose it again in a second here.
Dagger Thunder.
Yeah, I'm at
I
the
still
end
see
of my gun range.
two at least, or maybe two standing. I can't tell if they're
I'm just going to
operable
quickly
or not.
push out a bit further.
I got. Do you think it's possible if you could just drop another bomb on that?
Of course I can do that.
Alright, stand by, Thunder.
Did he really just ask if Thunder could drop a bomb on something? It's just like asking us whether we could shoot at something.
Yeah. I kind of want to get guns in on that. Those hips.
Oh yeah, because we've got HE rounds as well, so...
Oh yeah. We could have shredded them.
Or we've got Ligers as well.
Yeah.
Dagger Warlord.
Thunder, Dagger.
That wasn't our call sign, but okay.
Yeah, Greywood.
I don't know if he's trying to get Thunder though.
Yeah, I think he is.
Thunder, Dagger, guard your gun.
Oh, send it for Thunder.
Be advised, motor pit will be no-go for now. Stand by for 9-line.
Roger that, standby.
1, 2, 3, type 2 control, 1, 2, 3, NA elevation 40 meters, 1 times hip, located at grid 173-713 in a soccer field. No mark, friendlies, 2 kilometers north, Eagle shall be yours. Requesting guns.
Roger that, read back, type 2 control, 123 NA, 40 meters, 1 hip, 173, 173.
I'm not gonna tell him that it's already blown up, because I want to see his gun run.
Correction, grid is 173-713. Other than that, you're clear to continue. Call tally.
Be advised, gonna wave off, the hip is dead.
Copy, wave off.
You should have shot at it anyway.
I thought about it, but...
Yeah, I was sitting here. I wasn't gonna tell you that it was already blown up because I wanted to see your gun run.
Pheonix is Warlord on
yeah, I was
point
staring
one.
at the mortar pit, so I wasn't able to confirm.
Pheonix, this is Warlord on point 1.
Send traffic, point 1.
What's your current POS and ETA to LZ, over?
All out at 70, be advised. You have 1 times AGS reported inside the town. See if you can try to find it.
Warlord.
Say in your last
Pheonix, this is Dagger on air to ground.
What's your current position and ETA to the target LZ?
Hang on, I got a lot of people fucking calling me. Don't worry about it. Dagger, we are on our initial LZ route. I'll be turning west to tally your LZ. I'll call for green smoke. Probably about 2 mics.
Suck off, Pheonix, 2 mics. Pheonix, be advised, we have 1 times EPOW at this time that will be loading on when we take the reinforcement.
Break, I think I found the AGS is on the gas in front of you guys.
I do not tally what you are saying. You're gonna have to speak up.
Be advised,
Nope,
we have
no
1
sound
time
mods.
enemy
This is just
prisoner
part
of
of
war
our
at this time
pack.
that we'll be sending back with you guys.
Good copy.
Dagger Thunder, copy my last.
Down on the road,
From 1 times AGS.
below...
Yeah, be advised, I was told to cancel that search for them. I'm not sure what they're... I think it might be already destroyed.
Going over the bridge, is that it?
Is there a mid-mission or mid-training FTI or briefing coming up?
Not that I'm aware of.
Roger. Be advised, it was a gas gun truck in the middle of the road to the next portion of the city.
Yeah, it's just...
So I can be
it's
advised
very
that
loud.
was reported to have taken out the AGS.
If you're outside.
Thunder, I have him lased if that's the one you're talking about.
Roger, there was the one that pulled up, and then the other one, the front should be facing the task force, I believe, is the one that was up.
Cabin.
Jagger, pop smoke.
So I copy, popping.
We're inbound from the east.
think we were waved off of it because of they're splitting it up.
Phoenix, take a question. You land approximately 50 meters east of green smoke.
Can't hear you, but I'm gonna go ahead and land right short of the green smoke on the field.
Solid copy.
I honestly can't tell if he's doing that on purpose or not.
He does, all the time. Whenever I was in charge, he would say stuff like that, I'd have to go talk to people about it.
Oh, they're on the deck. Yeah, you've actually got to be part of the 506 to be able to get our mod set. Most of our mod set is a combination of a lot of mods.
Phoenix is there, good work.
But that are available on the Steam Workshop, but a lot of them we've changed as well. Like, obviously the AH-64E is not part of RHS. We've taken the...
I think we killed everything that we could have killed right at the beginning. Now there's just infantry.
Yep, that and a couple of vehicles, but they're not going to be too big a problem for...
Yeah.
I'll rephrase that, they shouldn't be too big a problem for infantry.
All I see is a couple BTRs down there that are roadblocks, a couple troop transports. About it, actually.
This is very strange because I don't normally get to join Task Force Alpha or Bravo. I'm going to be coming around.
Okay.
Dagger, Thunder, 7-0.
Go for Dagger, 7-0.
Be advised, you have a squad to your guys' south that's approaching the buildings right now. It's
You going left
they're
or
about
right?
20
I'm going to
meters
be
away
going
from
right.
friendlies on the other side of the buildings.
Okay.
I was just swinging out.
Is it possible to get a reference from the MSRs?
Out left, just so I wasn't
If you see the yellow smoke
going
south
back
of
into
that,
the LZ area.
behind the barn.
Suck copy, I think they're getting engaged time now.
Dagger, Warlord, reference long wooden barn. Brown barn, there's a squad behind that.
Suck copy, I have eyes on yellow smoke at this time.
Yeah, a lot of our
They just got shredded.
A lot of our mods are what you can get off the workshop, just slightly customized. Like, if you, for example, with this, if you got the RHS pack, change some of the configs so that it had a slightly different radar config on it, and put the, I think it's JSRS sound mods, or the JSRS sound mod for this, I think it is.
I feel like they moved really fast. Well, never mind, they haven't even gotten to the main city yet.
So this is me watching through Captain Warren's camera. What's in the middle of that road there?
Which one? The one I'm looking at?
Traffic,
Yeah.
show 1-1,
Down the bottom end. It looks like there's... Is that just some roadblocks?
Yeah, it's just roadblocks. So, across the bridge, do you see that bridge?
Yep.
So, across that bridge, there's a roadblock with a gas, and then farther up into the town, there's a secondary roadblock with a BTR at it.
Is that is the one at the 5 ways, or 4 ways, or whatever it is, has that got 2 sets of roadblocks there?
Oh, you're gonna have to bring me left a little bit so I can see it. I'm not out of gun range. So it's blocked on 3 sides actually. So the westernmost 3 roads. So there's one that runs north south and one that runs direct west. Those are all blocked off. There's a BTR on the northern leg of that intersection and a gas on the western side. Oh, disregard 2 gases. Not 2 gases, 2 BTRs.
Yeah, and then it looks like you've got some troop transports in the car park or whatever it is.
Yeah, right in that direction.
I was watching through your scope, by the way.
Yeah. So you got troop transports there and then 2 BTRs at that intersection.
Is that mortar pit all good now?
Yeah, the mortar pit's gone.
Traffic, show Pheonix 1-1 on the deck, Mike 1, slowing down off some 5.
Yeah, mortar pit's been taken care of.
We've actually taken out all the armor so far.
There.
And we think it's mainly just infantry now. Come on, back her up.
Where are these guys moving?
I don't think we're going to have much more to do.
No.
Dagger Warlord.
Go for Dagger.
Dagger Warlord, up MSR Gold towards the city. Break. Grid 173717. You have 2 BTRs sitting at a roadblock.
One of which are BTR 80 with autocannon.
Paper. They're near a single building. I could probably squeeze a Liger in there if we need it bad enough.
Stock up.
Need to figure out how to push my radar out. I forgot what my keybind was. Control Alt.
If you go configure controls, it's going to be under
the weapons, right?
So I'm gonna be on last Warlord grid 1737172 times BTR.
it's going to be under common and left panel mode, right panel mode, and
right control. There we go. That's right shift.
It might be
Warlord,
left panel next
interrupt me.
and
What's your
right panel
position
next.
now?
Second for Warlord.
What's your current position?
Out to the north of the
grid
task force.
reference.
Are we south?
We're north of the task force.
We are currently north of the task force.
Orbiting east.
So copy. Requesting that you swing to the southeast of the task force, but south of MSR Blue Mark.
Copy, we'll go there.
Did you get it?
Update to those BTRs at the crossroad. Be advised, it's 3 BTRs.
So copy. 3 times at the same mark.
Hey,
Roger.
Got yellow
Roger.
smoke down there.
Thunder, Interrogator, what's your position time now?
Be advised, I'm south of the task force, about 6-7 kilometers.
The one is south of MSR Blue.
You're requesting your orbit be northwest of the task force at the time, watching ASR White.
Roger.
Yeah, Roger.
Lancer, Dagger 70.
Are you copying me? Or is that Lancer?
I don't think Lancer's an AO.
No, I copied you.
Just wanna shoot at those BTRs, but I can't.
Well, you could. You'd just probably get NJP'd.
They can't do it. I'm in the reserves. I'll let him know that we get. You can go ahead and start bringing this.
Dagger, Thunder, 7-0.
We can run it east to west if you want to.
Yeah, we might do that.
Yeah, you could probably do it at this distance too.
Go for Dagger.
Be advised, if you know if there's any mid-training briefing, let me know so I can go refuel real quick. I burned a lot of fuel in the beginning of the operation.
So, copy. I don't think there will be mid. So if you have the RTB, just let me know, and I'll have Warlord cover.
You saying you don't think there will be one?
Negative. It doesn't look like at the time there will be a mid.
Yeah, you can just hold this heading. That gives me good gun art.
Roger, I'll just hang in there.
So, copy.
There has to be one. I'm betting that there's gonna be one.
Well, isn't this town their objective? Their main and only objective?
Yeah, but it's a big town, and this would be a logical place to do a briefing like they usually do.
Thunder, Dagger, Interrogator, what keypad are those BTOs approximately in?
Stand by.
Gonna be
advised, they're at grid reference 174, break 717.
Lower left of 7.
Keypad 4. They're right next to that marker, the marker on the map, I think.
There's also one exploding.
Sure, Tango Mark.
And Dagger Warlord, reference smoke in the middle of the city with explosions.
Yeah, one's burning.
Solid copy. That's why we're just trying to make sure. Looks like one of them's down. We're not sure how it got hit. What's the status of the other two?
They're still up, but it was the autocannon BTR you guys took out, so that was the correct pickings.
We didn't take one out.
Nice. What's the other type of BTRs?
You have one moving now.
BTR 70s.
Solid copy.
Oh, wait on them take it out, right?
Yeah,
so
be pissed off one of them. It's hanging right to his task force. Just kidding, he died.
Solid copy. Be advised. Looks like they put fucking BTRs inside of a school. I don't know what hit it, but we're trying to work on it time now.
Is it the infantry doing that? I can't be infantry, right?
When I've got my radio set up, because I'm listening to so many frequencies,
Third
I've
BTR
got
is pulling up now too.
So our air-to-air frequency coming out my left ear only. Our air-to-ground coming out our left ear only. Air-to-air coming out our right ear only. And then our Delta Company frequency coming out
Reference
both.
2-story red.
So it's just a case of allowing me and even Captain Warren in the front to be able to identify who's actually talking to us on what frequency.
That's where the third BTR is.
So copy, red 2-story building.
Be advised, he's pushing south of the closest burning BTR. He is gonna be popping up to your guys' southwest.
Yeah.
Sure, you actually might be wrapping around to your south.
True, I'm
right
actually
south.
on 7
Can you
tonight.
bring us nose right just a little bit?
Come on, right.
Right where my lace is.
Like that?
There we go. Yep, that's good. Kind of want to just let off
The
a
7th
wider
tonight is
just to do it.
7-0.
Then I'll get in trouble.
If you see
So I've got
yellow
7
smoke,
Z-
he's just
I've-
due west of it.
I've got 4
eyes on it,
radios
holy
tonight.
shit.
Can I shoot it?
That's not my authorization to
Close
give.
at this time.
Nah, I think you guys are safe.
So,
They're trying to move, I see it.
He stays in that tree line on line with it. I think he's good for Hellfire.
7-1.1, 7-5, 7-9, 5-1. Oh.
Hold me steady. Oh. That door.
Uh-oh. Be advised, he pushed into the tree line. Positioning for a gun run just in case.
Stock Hopper will limit that BDA.
100
Yes,
over
regard.
Dang it.
He thought he could hide it behind the trees.
You cannot hide from
Good work,
Warlord.
Warlord.
Well, I'll go ahead and add that to the kill count. 1 BTR 70.
We've actually got a good kill count tonight, don't we?
Yeah, that's more than we've killed in the past 2 months. Alright, you can move us around. I really don't think there's anything else. I'm going to keep scanning just in case, but
I'm just going to keep us in a very slow orbit.
yeah. I'm surprised they even got that shot. Like, I could just see the spare tire on the back.
Oh, is that what you were
trees, and
aiming
that's what- Yeah, I was aiming at the spare tire on the back.
Sorry. I'm trying to talk to Warren and the others at the same time as well, so... yeah, like, we've only got... What is it, about 9 actual mods? And then we've got... Within one of those mods, we've got, like, 100 different little mods. Exactly, like Tim had said, Stevie. Hardman is actually one of our... Well, he's actually the mod chief.
Warlord dagger.
Oh.
Go for Warlord.
Requesting you head back to your position southeast of Task Force and resume recon of MSR Blue.
Copy, we are south, direct south of the task force, watching MSR Blue.
Stock Hopper, Warlord.
How much more MSR Blue they want us to watch?
It's a long straight road. Well, it's not quite straight, but...
Yeah, we're kind of already there.
I'm going to bring us around to the right.
Okay. Lancer dagger syndrome.
Don't believe he's up right now, Dagger.
Lancer, you copy?
Stock Hopper, if you could check for me, just make sure.
We'll try to get him in here.
Lancer, you copy?
Roger that. It's not super needed, but we'll see what we can get him if he does come.
Our mod team doesn't do a lot of creating mods from scratch, unless it's things like uniform reskins
Lancer,
and whatnot.
Thunder, do you copy?
We do a lot of modifying existing mods to work with
And
our
Dagger
current
Warlord.
mods.
Go for Dagger.
Lancer is not an AO. Lancer is on reinsert resupply duty.
Stock Copy, Tango Mike.
Just give him a reason. He doesn't want to fly.
Warlord,
Shit!
there, 7-0, requesting you push to the east of the task force, stand by for gun run.
Copy, we'll push to the east and we're standing by for gun run.
And this is where we get paid to do it. Although we don't get paid.
And Dagger Warlord, be advised if we push too far to the east, we're going to be shooting over friendlies.
So I copy, red smoke is out, let me know if you tally it. Should be northeast of the task force.
Affirm, tally smoke.
So I copy, that tree line, there are infantry inside there, let me know if you
Hold me steady, hold me steady.
And let me know if you
Hold me
spot
steady.
them.
Copy. You want guns?
Hey, affirm, you're good hot with guns.
See a single guy going across that field, so he's about to have a bad day.
Say again, Warlord.
Single guy going across the field, so he's about to have a bad day.
So I copy, good hot.
Guns, guns, guns.
Yeah, be brave.
Well, keep the guns coming.
Did you get him? I can't see him anymore.
Warlord requesting northeast to southwest rockets.
We don't have rockets.
Northeast to southwest.
Be advised,
We've
he
only
pushed
got
up to the
lighters.
buildings. He pushed up to the buildings. He's in previously cleared buildings now.
We only have Ligers, guns, and Hellfires on board today, Dagger.
Correct.
Warlord, be advised, disregard rocket run, just keep it in with the gun.
Copy, that single guy just made it into the barn. I'm not going to destroy the barn for long now.
Roger that. That really large, not long barn there, that brown one.
Second.
Be advised, he is just southeast of the two long brown barns. He's in the white barn with a red roof, the most southern one.
Tally.
Am I seeing a green cross on the roof?
Yeah.
How did they get one on the roof?
I don't know. Oh, it's on the doors just showing through.
Oh.
Am I still cleared guns, Dagger?
Be advised, 1-3 is currently moving to that barn. Time to take him out.
Copy, he's in there, he's just chilling.
You got away.
But the rest of that tree line that he came from is clear.
Roger that. Requesting that you just keep your scan of the sector again.
Yeah, that's another one that that link that Hardman's just put in there, that's one that I keep around all the time. I need to talk to you about the mortar as well afterwards, because I have not been able to get that to work.
That's a lot of fucking smoke down there.
Looks like the infantry got him.
Hey, firm, we just dropped him.
I can't believe I didn't hit him with any of those guns. Like, they're all like 15 feet behind him and he just kept running.
Ah, that's strange, because I was looking through your camera and I couldn't see the splashes.
Yeah, it took him forever to get there, even though it's only we're under a 3-shot click, or a 3-click shot.
Oh, well, I'm sitting at 1,700 meters.
Yeah. I probably should have slant ranged it also.
Armor is a nightmare, especially when it comes to modding. because whatever you think is not going to work will work.
No, I'm just
Whatever
going
you
back
think
to
will
watching
work
MSR.
won't work. It's sort of the complete opposite. It's a miracle language. Whatever happens, it sort of just has a mind of its own.
Dyer's Thunder.
In the top left-hand corner?
I'm gonna head back RTB
or
and
the
refuel.
one in the middle of my screen?
Suck, copy.
The one in
Watch
the middle
your
of my
backward
screen?
speed so it doesn't whip us around.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep it below 50. I just lost control, lost focus for a second.
I'm just looking at this road, making sure it doesn't get any curvier or straighter. So far, nothing's changing.
No little gremlins out there changing the topography or anything?
No, not that I see.
So, I don't know whether you can see, but if I turn this... See those dots on the screen? They're vehicles. So, the iHads, which is the eyepiece, integrates with the...
That's a rock. Okay.
Camera bar, the camera on the front there, as well as the sensors, whether it be the radar or whatever, to actually give you a realistic picture of the battlefield. Like, I'm looking through my dashboard and I can see where the targets are. If you're talking about the one in the top left-hand corner, that's my wheel brakes.
MSR is that?
Because for some reason that's just not in the bottom with my other stuff. There are mods that can do it, but the ones we use are the ones that you can use the buttons and everything on, like the A10 and there is the AH-64.
I'd say about half a platoon
is really
at
for
the crossroads break.
Single person, single
MSR
single or co-op
and
only.
MSR red.
You wouldn't want to use it in a server like this because it would just
Roger, half a platoon at MSR red and
bug
MSR
out
gold.
big time and cause a lot of lag. Yeah.
Also, there is a BRDM break.
There is?
Correction, 2 BRDMs trying to get down MSR red.
Are they playing bumper cars with each other?
Yeah, in Rocket, but they're traveling north up MSR red towards MSR gold.
Affirm, they are currently playing bumper cars. Disregard, there's a BTR behind them with a brick with an autocannon.
Saw copy.
That checkpoint. Red.
Target grid is 171716.
Saw copy, 1716.
What is the little yellow tube on top of the BTR called again?
That's your wire guided missile. I think that's a 2. BMP2, I think.
And Dagger, disregard, correction is a BMP2.
Saw copy, not a BTR, it's a BMP2.
Affirm.
Yep, tracks, not wheels.
Saw copy.
He is somewhat out of the city. I can hit him with a Hellfire. Now tally your green smoke.
I'm going to back up because I don't want to get hit by that wire guided.
Yep.
Actually, I'm going to come back into my orbit.
Warlord, you're clear on the BMP.
Copy. Can you hold me steady?
Rog, nose is front.
Just hold me steady.
Warlord drive.
Roger, rifle.
I shrugged that one off and rifle again.
Roger, repeat last.
Oops.
And I might have got in JP.
Say again, Warlord.
Slight collateral, wooden barn.
Solid copy.
What they don't know won't hurt them.
1 BMP
Plus barn.
2 plus barn.
Be advised if I didn't see it ever happen.
Fuck.
Well, you can't help that the BMP turned that way.
Yeah. Oh, it's like friendly fire, just a barn. I'm like, oh, barn.
Is Bowman messaging you, is he?
Yeah. He said too easy. But that was... The reason it worried me is because I saw green smoke in that general direction. So, I was hoping it wasn't friendly. But it wasn't.
Warlord, Dagger.
Go for Warlord.
What's the status of the BRDM's platoon?
One of them is cooking off from their game of bumper cars, and the other... break.
I don't see it.
The others seem to have gone home for the night.
Second status of BRDMs?
One BRDM is cooking off, and the other one is gone for the night. He is no longer in the AO.
Saw a copy, I guess they went home.
I will look back at MSR Blue, make sure nothing tricky's going on that direction.
He won't get NJP'd for it or anything.
Greywood ground letter 62, show taxi, apron, south, runway 17, departure to south over.
Wait on, Thunder was off station? I thought he was still on with us.
No, he went back to refuel.
Yeah, I must have missed that.
Greywood Tower, Thunder 62, line up on runway 17 for departure to south.
That barn. That poor barn.
That probably had a $3 or $4 million chemistry lab or something in it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they're gonna build NATO for it.
It's the BMP's fault. The BMP decided to drive up that road.
That thing shrugged off a kilo like it was nothing.
Did it actually hit? Did the kilo actually hit?
Yeah, because there's not a splash mark on the ground, so it just shrugged it off.
Greywood Tower,
And it just kept going.
left crosswind, runway 17.
So we're down to 1 kilo and 4 Novembers. We can do work with Novembers and Ligers. We still have all of our Ligers. No, we have 13 Ligers.
No, there's Thunder.
Greywood Tower, Thunder 6-2, departing airspace to the east, transitioning to 70 on 71, so long.
Dagger, this is Warlord.
Go for Dagger.
Dagger, Warlord, can we get an LZ for Pheonix? He's inbound with reinsert.
Dagger, Thunder.
Brew and Gus, yeah.
Pheonix uniform, stand by for 5 line.
Yeah, he did, didn't he? Dagger, Warlord, be advised, Pheonix currently isn't in radio comms. I'll relay.
Copy, advisory energy relay.
Send.
Pickup NA, destination 175, break. Say again, 175, 715. Hazards, trees, fence line. Sirep, troops still in contact. Ingress from the east, egress east.
You got it. You don't need it. Okay, I'm on his over here.
Dagger, Warlord, I read back for relay. NA 175715. Trees plus fences. Troops in contact. In from the east, out to the east.
Good read back, advise 30 seconds for green smoke.
Rog, we'll get Pheonix to advise.
I think he already got his 5-1.
Pheonix, Warlord, .1.
Daggers is Thunder. I'm back in the AO.
Well, this Pheonix, I copy.
Star copy, Thunder, welcome back.
Rog, advise.
Break.
Dagger, 30 seconds.
Dagger, Warlord, you have 2 gases coming in from the west of town on MSR 493.
Star copy, 1 times, guys. Thunder to Dagger, 7-0.
Send it.
Requesting Wild Weasel over at the LZ where Pheonix can drop off reinforcements.
I'm going to bring us
Roger,
more
those
out
gases
to
might be
the
an issue then.
southwest, just so we can get eyes down the MSR.
Yeah.
I have loggers ready to go.
Thunder has the same.
So I'll copy, standby.
Which one do you want?
I will take the second.
Roger.
And how
Just
far
kinda-
guys is on the MSR go?
Be advised, they're on the western side of town. They're just approaching the roadblock. They're pretty far from friendly. It's like 300 meters.
How far are they from town?
They're at the borderline of the town. Stand by.
They're in town now.
They're pushing into the town now. Right next to the blown up BRDM just on the MSR. And,
Star copy, they're being engaged time now.
Pheonix is currently directly to our west.
looks like they're pulling back. Weapons are still operable. One of them still has a gunner too.
Copy all traffic.
Just keeps hitting that barrier, trying to go through it.
Be advised, if they pull out outside of the city limits, you're cleared hot. I got reports of a BTR coming down that road too. Last station, say again.
No joy on that BTR.
Solid copy.
This is Thunder. I'm going to be engaging one Gaz. I think there's a guy next to it that can jump in the gunner, so I'm going for that one.
Solid copy. Be advised, you're cleared hot.
Is that it underneath the tarpaulin?
300
It is.
west of town.
And Dagger Warlord.
Pheonix, Dagger, ETA.
Hot smoke.
Smoke top, push east of green smoke.
Avery, you see that BTR next to that gas that's still moving?
Negative. I'm shooting the one stationary.
Okay, disregard.
Copy,
LZ
there's
on
two
green smoke at
moving
this time.
ones under the shed.
Eyes on green.
Going to do something I probably no, I can't do it anyways.
Dagger Warlord.
Bloody hell, I saw Thunder's flares and I thought someone's shooting at Pheonix.
Warlord, Cyber Dagger.
Dagger Warlord, be advised, I found your BTR. He's currently to the west of town, and he is under a shed. And also be advised, you have a gas pushing towards brick. Where's he pushing?
He's pushing.
He's just between the two western MSRs.
Grid reference.
Route 2 MSR.
1152 is where the BTR is.
Say again, grid?
1152.
The grid is 115.
Okay, Dagger, we're outbound.
That's our C-tab marker.
Solid copy, good work.
Dagger, while I'm on station, I do have a resupply crate. If you want it.
And Dagger Warlord, correctional grid, it is 170717. You getting... I feel like we're right over the top of them right now.
Say again, sorry?
We're kind of over the top of the task force at the moment.
Yeah, I'm trying to back it up.
Anybody on the underground copy me on the resupply?
Solid copy, Pheonix. I don't think we need one at this time, but thank you.
Indeed. We just threw a lot of traffic at him. Yeah, BTR is just still in there. I'm not even going to mess with him.
Finish this Dagger, disregard last, turn around. We'll try to get you pulls out here as soon as possible.
Good copy. I'm not hearing you that well. I don't know if it's me or you. Just give me a grid and smoke and I'll be in.
Solid copy.
The sass Coleman has.
He's just mumbling his sentences. I hear some words and then the others just flow together.
I'm hearing him pop up, huh?
What the hell is that gas doing? It's just driving up and down, is it?
Yeah.
Disregard.
Oh. Dagger Warlord interrogator.
Pheonix, Dagger, be advised, the bullseye will be the intersection between MSR Gold and MSR Red.
Copy. Gold and red.
Roger, I'll try to get there. I'll try to see if we can pop smoke.
Dagger Warlord, are we still type 3 on anything outside of the city?
Hey, for anything at least 300 meters west of the city is type 3.
Dagger, what relation is that to,
He's not 200 meters to the west of the city.
Fucking 15 intersections.
And he said 300 meters.
Be Be advised, it's the mark on the map, that armor mark, MSR red and MSR gold where they intersect.
At 1019er, good copy.
Be advised, it's grid 174716.
He wasn't quite 200 meters.
Yep, got your grid, I'll be inbound.
Solid copy. Be
They
advised,
might not
I will
NJP you, but they'll NJP me.
Disregard. Call 30.
Do you remember what I said at the very start? You're the spy, I'm just the pilot.
He was
green spot.
He was far enough away. Yeah, there's no friendlies there. I had to, man. There was a dude trying to get him the gun, so I just took up a... Hey, be advised. I think I just saw a wire-guided missile go off.
Oh, don't tell me that!
Thunder, Warlord, Thunder,
Is that
it? Did you just take a spike or anything like that?
negative?
Copy us. Pretty sure I just saw either a wire-guided missile go off or an RPG.
I haven't seen any BMPs, just BTRs.
Hey, Firm, I saw that one BTR that's stuck in the car shed. I'm not really going to shoot at it because I don't want to take out another barn.
Yeah, I was gonna go out and get that gas that's right next to it, but I decided against it.
Pheonix is out safe.
We're Type 3 controlling anything 200 meters outside of the town, so...
Solid copy, Pheonix, good work.
Dagger Warlord.
Really should not have been drinking this much water.
Guess he doesn't want to talk to me.
Probably getting an NJP written up as we do it, as he's working.
Dagger Warlord, just wanted to advise you that we took out a gas western side, outside of town.
Solid copy.
Shift up just above where the BTR is. Do you see
that carport thing?
Another UAZ near the bunker?
Mm-hmm.
Do they know about that one?
What road is he on? He is on... They didn't even mark that road. Dagger Warlord, Havoc 1. To their west, up that MSR, there's another roadblock with a gas.
1-7, you mean?
Say again?
Up the road from 1-7, that MSR that he was just on, to the west, there is another roadblock with a gas.
168, 719.
Hey, from to the west, one of the squads is going to be pushed up to that. So extend the Type 3 to 300 meters of that red block.
Copy, we'll extend it. And that grid is 168719. Keypad 9er.
6. Yeah, 9 works. Close enough.
He says.
Solid copy. If you reference your map, the limit of advance is pretty much anything 300 meters outside of that. Further than 300 meters west of that will be your.
Railway traffic. Show
Fuller copies. He's moving out
final
now.
from the east.
Roger that.
You want that gas, Thunder?
I think he's saying that they had to be 300 meters outside of where that gas is, basically, for us to engage it. I.e., shoot at nothing.
That looks about like 300 meters. Never mind, don't do that. You can get in trouble.
Yeah, there's guys that have like line of sight on it right now, so.
And Dagger Warlord, there's a BTR in a shed at grid 169719, keypad 1.
Say again, grid.
Your grid is 169er, 719er, keypad 1.
Roger, 169er, 719er, keypad 1. 1 times BTR in a shed.
Affirm.
What is this coming off?
Angry with traffic. Show Pheonix 1-1 on the active, turning off towards Mike 1 for supply crate.
Dagger, Thunder.
Uniform, Thunder, standby.
Got a mass guys down there?
Have they got pink out or purple out? Have they?
Nah. I just saw a bunch of bodies on the ground. It's enemy. Well, we got our kill count up.
Once we're done here, are you able to send it through to me?
Say again?
Once we're done, once we've landed, are you able to send it through to me? I'll write the report for LT today.
Okay. I think they're about to their limit of advance too. Or they're getting there, so that's good. I feel bad. Every time I show up and fill in the Apache, I always shoot at stuff, and then you guys go the rest of the month without shooting anything.
See, I'd prefer to fly the Apache over gunning it.
Angry with traffic. Show Pheonix 1-1 on the deck pulling down.
Far less stressful.
I wouldn't go that far. I think it was 0219. I had to auto-rotate 2 Apaches in 2 separate task forces. One day after the other.
I like just hanging out the edge of the AO, so nothing can really shoot, but you can shoot back at it.
Do you have visual on the friendlies down there?
Dagger send it.
No, disregard.
Oh yeah, 3-story building.
Got back up.
Bottom left-hand corner of your, bottom right of your screen. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, just there. I've got friendlies down there.
Got those. We got some at that building. I believe we have some. Bottom again.
Yeah, they look like they're getting pretty far up there.
I mean, they made it past my barn that I blew up and didn't say anything yet. So, that's good.
That means one of 2 things. Mini's already dobbed you in, or they really don't give a shit.
No, they don't. The cook-off got it. What we're gonna say.
Sure.
And then that gas, was it a gas or a UAV? Yeah, that was a gas. The gas that I shot wasn't. It was 300 or 200 yards from the back door of that house, so that's far enough away.
200 inches.
It's 200 something. I didn't get the unit of measurement, but it was at least 200.
Watching this one dude be fucking Rambo with his RPG.
Yeah, I'm watching him down there too.
What, friendly?
No, the single guy, if you look through my scope.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
See that guy right there at the corner of that garage? He's the only dude there, and he's just running around with an RPG.
No, I can't zoom in as far as you can.
Dagger, Warlord, be advised that BTR that I called out earlier is moving.
Roger, still same grid within the limit of advance.
He is right at your limit of advance, moving east along that MSR towards Havoc 17.
Solid copy, I just heard a big explosion, was that it?
Affirm, that's him, he's hooking off.
Solid copy.
I was watching him, waiting on him to move.
I'm waiting for enemy reinforcements from the west. He hasn't ceased the type control yet, so...
Save, I just peek out there every once in a while.
Oh, we got a single guy down there. Oh no, he's back up.
Visual on yellow.
Visual on yellow. Yeah, that's back behind him actually.
That's about where 17 is, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, about where 17 is. Yep, exactly where 17 is actually.
Yeah. They might have been hit by that BTR.
Maybe.
Yeah, 5 clicks, that's going to be thunder.
Wonder if we're gonna hear about why they couldn't hear us on 7-0 tonight.
We were having problems with that frequency, we decided to change.
Yeah, causes issues.
It's not technically a lie.
Yeah, no it doesn't.
I will warn you, I have got my helmet cam going, so...
Oh well.
So yeah, just be careful.
All of the times that I've had radio issues, I've had 7-0 programmed in.
Thunder uniform.
Send it.
Thunder requesting ISR search to the north of town. Looking for troops.
Roger, I have been. There's nothing out there.
Say again, could not copy.
I have been looking to the north. There's nothing out there.
Copy all.
Oh yeah, I still need to get that crossover from the last time we flew together.
Yeah, it's sitting on my hard drive, I just sort of haven't edited it. I've been really lazy. We're 4 clicks from the task force at the moment.
Yeah, they're pretty much at their limit of advance. They have a barn Pretty much, well, 2 barns and a shed to clear out.
I wonder whether Dagger would give us permission to wild weasel them at the end.
I don't know.
Yeah, they look like they've only got one street to go.
Yeah. They already have some pushed across the street, too. And that's how the green smoke.
As I forgot to do this at the start, controls are unlocked in case you need them.
Oh, thanks. Hopefully we won't need them at this point.
I sort of just had a bit of a thunderstorm.
Oh, my zoom key is getting squeaky.
Two sets of white down there.
Yeah, I think those are...
That looks like friendlies down in the... Oh no, they're firing in the middle of the road.
Yeah, I see friendlies. The white dots you're getting are the blown up vehicles.
Dagger Thunder.
Go for Dagger.
You want a wild weasel?
Stand by, let me run it up.
I think you try to do something
Top's
fun.
task force commander. Of course it's going to be a yes. Thunder Warlord, be advised, Top's currently the task force commander, so I think it's going to be a yes in the end.
We'll see about that.
Are you lasing something up down there?
Oh no, I'm not lazy. I'm just,
sorry,
just looking.
radar.
We do have friendlies if you tally my lays, that's friendly.
Rudge. I don't know whether they pushed up to that barn or those 2 barns in the other building or not. So
1-4 is about halfway to the limit of advance.
Oh no, 1-4 is actually on that right side, left side barn.
Yeah. Oh, I see him over there now.
So they're at the very edge.
Someone just ate that dude up with a 40 mic mic.
They did what, sorry?
They hit one of the guys down there with a 40 mic mic right in his face.
Thunder, Dagger 7-0.
Senate.
Be advised, you cleared Wild Weasel north to south on limited advance.
Roger that. In from north.
Dagger,
Warlord, Dagger, what's your pause?
Oh, John, tell him.
I got it.
Dagger, Warlord, we're currently west-southwest.
Solid copy. Requesting you shift focus northern part to standby. Just to the southwest of ASR White.
Copy, southwest of ASR White.
We're looking.
Thunder, Warlord, we clear of your flight path.
Roger.
Honestly, that never gets old.
No, it doesn't.
And Dagger Warlord, everything kind of northwest of ASR White is clear.
I've got nothing coming up on high heads.
Thunder, Warlord, Dagger, and 7-0.
Senate.
Go Warlord.
Requesting area suppression to the west of Task Force, approximately 300 meters out. We'll see if I can try to pop red smoke for you.
Thunder copies.
Warlord.
He just wants us to shoot out there, does he?
Yeah, pretty much. So he's gonna try to get his red smoke.
I'll come out to the north so I can turn you around and get you a good firing solution.
Okay. I said they wanted it to the west, correct?
That's an affirm, so I'll point you straight south.
All assets referenced red smoke.
Warlord,
Come around.
red smoke.
Be advised, push it out another 50 to 100 meters and just pound the crap out of that area.
Warlord.
Thunder is in from the north.
Solid copy. Just fucking drop everything you have.
Warlord's lining it up.
Can you push me in a little bit? Need to get it within that 3 clicks.
Rudge.
And Warlord is guns, guns, guns.
There's really nothing down there, but okay. Put them in those windows down there.
Thunder's directly underneath us.
Yeah, there's no any cross on there.
have time for a string of GB12s?
Hell yeah, fucking do it.
Roger.
Thunder, Warlord's gonna go further out to the west, so you've got a clear line straight through.
Roger.
Set us up for the show as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish lobbing these Novembers down there. You wanna swing us back in? Uh-oh.
You good?
Yep, we're good. You gonna bring us left or right?
I'm gonna come around to the right.
Got it. If I can.
Dire's Thunder. I'm happy.
Go for there.
And Dagger Warlord, we got like 2 more Hellfires we can get rid of.
Roger, just drop the 2 Hellfires and RTB after.
You want Thunder RTB as well?
Hey, firm, all assets RTB after Warlord drops a 2.
Roger.
Let me know once last one's splashed and I'll turn us around.
Yeah, Warlord is RTB.
Master Safe's coming on.
Thunder is as well. Signing
I've got
off of,
2 AIM-9s, but I don't think they'd appreciate me dumb firing them down there.
So that could be a good work call.
Now we gotta cruise back. I mean, the airport's at your bearing 246 if you want to go direct in, unless you're going to shoot a pattern.
No, I'm just making sure I don't collide with Thunder. He's just above our altitude.
If you turn direct 240, just follow it in. Just stay out of his path. We don't really have to shoot a pattern.
I've got visual.
Greywood traffic Thunder 6-2, entering pattern for runway 17, over.
Well, that was fun.
Greywood traffic. Warlord's going to be direct to the pad in from the northeast. I forget how slow this thing drops.
Greywood ground. Thunder 6-2 left, final for runway 17.
I wish this map was like completed all the way out. That way there's not just like a giant green grassland.
Yeah, it's honestly, from a map making point of view, it's not hard to do.
No. Or even if it was surrounded by water somehow, but then you'd have an island map.
Yeah, and then it wouldn't really be Germany, would it?
Yeah, that's true. But it's a pretty map. It doesn't run all that great. It's not as good as Leskovitz.
All ground, Thunder 62 exiting runway for aircraft parking.
This thing takes forever to kill altitude.
Oh yeah.
Railroad ground, Thunder holding on taxi for Warlord.
Did they take the other Apache?
Warlord's on the deck, you're cleared, Thunder.
Roger, Thunder proceeding to aircraft parking.
When we had those thunderstorm spikes, they finally got rid of them. From where we go.
Alright, we're still waiting on a couple there, Top.
Alright.
Railroad Tower, Thunder 62 aircraft parking shut down, signing off of 75. Good day.
You ask a question to the entire platoon, you squad leaders, simplify it. Go right down the fucking line. 1-1, 1-2, 1-3, 1-4. That simple. Even when he gives you guys orders to move somewhere, and you guys are, confirming that you've received his orders, just go 1-1, 1-2, 1-3, and 1-4. Do that every single time, and it will make your comms a hell of a lot smoother and less hectic. Believe me, it works. Okay, that's something we used to do all the goddamn time. Same with like this situation where, he's asking if all of you guys are here. 1-1, if not everybody's here, then say 1-1's not all here. Then 1-2, then 1-3, and 1-4. All right, you guys tracking?
Full top.
Cool.
All right, looks like we got pretty much everybody here. First and foremost, I know it's pretty goddamn late. We're going to try and make this quick, but if any of you guys do need to leave, go ahead and do so. That's fine. Not going to bust anybody's balls on it. So, in terms of the task force as a whole, I don't have really much to bitch about. Obviously, I wasn't really up front most of the time, which was kind of my goal. The only issue I really seen was that situation when 1-3 was down at the southern end of the task force. Ourselves, 1-3 and 4 got left behind a little bit. The other three rifle squads other three squads, I should say, had pushed quite a bit farther west than we did. I really, really don't like seeing that, guys. When we're pushing through a town online like this, we gotta stay online. Had something happen to 1-3, BMP or something like that came in and fucked all of us up, it would have been pretty goddamn difficult for you guys to get back to us. So squad leaders, make sure you're keeping in communication with each other, keeping online with each other as we move through like this. All right?
Cool.
All right. That's pretty much all I got. I'm sure there's going to be shit that you guys will go over in your individual debriefs, but see, Lieutenant Garcia, anything from Havoc 1 tonight?
Nothing for the task force, Top. Thank you.
All right. Sergeant Tosco, anything from Havoc 4? Sergeant Tosco.
Nothing from Havoc 4, Top. Thank you.
All right. Decent fire missions tonight, especially the one at the end. All right. Deco. LT?
Nothing from us, Top. Thanks.
All right. Thanks for the backup tonight. That gun run, or that cannon shit off to the northeast of 1-3 looked pretty goddamn good. Lieutenant Avery, anything from the 74th?
Nothing from me, First Sergeant.
All right, thank you. Captain, as Aries and as 6, anything from you, sir? Absolutely.
Might want to go on yelling,
Whoop.
Captain.
The rest of them didn't hear you because you're not on yelling, sir.
Alright, let me try this again. Did you guys have fun?
Hello. Yeah.
Is anyone from the mission team here?
Yes, Captain.
Alright. We need to try to make it so that
Yeah,
our
that sounds
vehicles
right.
back at base are deletable. We need to be able to delete that shit as Zeus to
Well,
recover
that-
some frames. Those things are each a lot of fucking polys.
Didn't you cancel it?
And God knows what else.
Copy that, Captain. I'll pass it up.
So
Okay, come and see me once you
that
get back into work
fire
then.
mission on that enemy mortar pit was being
Okay,
called on a
wait.
grid. The original grid they were given was the wrong grid and it never got corrected. And they did 3 fire missions all in the same spot in an empty parking lot. And I don't know what actually finally hit one of the mortars and killed one of the gunners. Because I happened to not be looking at them at that specific time. Did that fire mission ever get adjusted to the right grid? Or was it air that hit that mortar pit?
That would have been air, I would assume, that hit it.
Well, you specifically said on the radio that the mortars hit it and all the gunners were dead. Which, I'm pretty sure the mortars didn't hit it. And only one of the gunners was dead.
Captain, first lieutenant or second lieutenant, sorry. I called out the grid for the mortars. They eventually did a fire mission, and I didn't see any impacts, which then I followed with a small diameter bomb. That's the one I took out the 1 tube. The mark on my Blue 4 tracker is correct. Maybe I said it wrong or it was interpreted wrong.
Very
Go ahead.
Quickly, was that mark the 1018? I know you don't have your Blue Force anymore. Okay, yep.
Yep, that's it.
Okay, so yeah, what we were told was the position of the mortars is a solid 2.5, 300 meters south of where those mortars were, or 250 to 300 meters south of where those mortars actually were.
It looks like it's almost exactly 200 meters south. I've got both of those positions marked. So you can see the mortars and you can see the parking lot.
Yep.
There was never any correction or anything like that. So the mortars kept hammering you guys until they finally got taken out. So that's something that we need to be cognizant of when doing stuff like that, following up and doing BDAs. Know your rounds are hitting in the wrong spot. Adjust 200 meters north. Give me a read back on the grid. You know, stuff like that. Next thing, contact reports at platoon level. We are notoriously fucking shitty at this.
I'm going to call the stream there, guys. Have a good one.
Reports at platoon level. I didn't hear them tonight as Zeus.